Welcome to your new home in McAllen, Texas.
This place used to be totally different. We took 29 motel rooms that were dated. Remember, these were built in the 50s, and we turned them around. We gutted these down to the studs. We replaced the electrical. We replaced the plumbing. We even added gas lines. And now we have a beautiful 29-unit multifamily asset. So bear with me, there's a lot that we're packaging into this one offer for the resident. In this motel to apartment conversion, we have sewer, water, trash, electric, internet, washer, dryer, dishwasher, microwave, oven, stove, all included for just one monthly fee.
Y no se preocupe, nosotros hablamos español. Go ahead and go to studiosonfourth.com, check out the floor plans that we have available, and submit your information. And just a friendly reminder, we have everything included: sewer, water, trash, electric, utilities, even fiber, high-speed internet. Submit your info, and we'll get back to you. Welcome home.
All right, welcome. So, my name is Blaine Wright. I am the acquisitions executive for Motel to Apartments. It's good to see everyone today. And so just going to go through what we do and how we do it and what we're looking for. You just saw our intro. That is a property that we completed within the last year in McAllen, Texas, that we're now putting tenants in place. So it worked out really well. Nice remodel and an up and coming area in South Texas. So again, my name is Blaine Wright. I'm the acquisitions executive to Motels to Apartment conversions. And so we've been in the game probably going on about 4 years now, 4.5 years. I've done a handful of projects in Arizona and in South Texas. And so just wanted to go through and talk a little bit about what we're doing and what we're looking for. Our info there on our buy box, there's my phone number, and then info to motelsapartments.com if you've got questions, and then motelsapartments.com. It's our website. You can kind of look and see what we're doing and where we're doing it. Currently renovating a 85-unit asset down in Brownsville, Texas. That's what we're doing right now. We're about 65% of the way through with that. And so we're looking for new opportunities in different locations. So what we ideally would like is to find assets in these target markets or communities. Maybe it's a suburb of those major MSAs. So maybe it's Arlington and Dallas, or Katy in Houston, Texas area, that sort of thing. So just to run down of our major MSAs, we're looking for Sunbelt states mainly. We'll look anywhere if the deal works. We're willing to really look anywhere. Obviously, Sunbelt states is what we've done, is what we're familiar with. That's where the population trends are heading. People are getting out of the Rust Belt states and heading towards warmer, more tax-friendly, more conservative type climates. And so that's where we're trying to be, and to help with the housing shortages in these states. Texas, Arizona, Florida, these areas are just having a hard time keeping up with the influx of population that are coming in. So those are the cities. So real quick, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin in Texas. We'd also look in South Texas, Brownsville, McAllen area, as you just saw the video of the McAllen project. Phoenix, Tempe, Chandler, Scottsdale, those are that's the Phoenix metro area, and those are suburb cities of the Phoenix metro area. And then Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee, and then major cities in Florida, Miami, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Jacksonville, Columbia, and Greenville, South Carolina. And hopefully over the next days, let's just cross our fingers that Tampa doesn't get too ravaged by this hurricane that's coming in and most of Florida. So just let's cross our fingers and hope for the best in that regard. So age-wise, we'd like 80s or newer. We'll look at something older if the price is right. The reason for that is we run into asbestos, we run into have to need to update electrical, update the plumbing, just more cost effective and a quicker project for us if it's 80s or newer. Room count, we'll really look at anything. I mean, honestly, 100 is, I won't say necessarily it's our minimum. I know it says minimum, but 100 is a good marker for what we do, just because cost to do 80 versus the cost to do 100, the cost isn't that much different, and more rooms, obviously, the more money you can make. So we'll look at really anything, maybe even 30 units or more if the deal is right. So just keep that in mind. And then size of rooms. So this is a big proponent. I've gotten to talk to many people over the last few weeks that have assets that have, 180, 200 square foot rooms. And for what we do, that just will not work. There's just not enough space to put in a kitchenette, a stovetop, a sink, a refrigerator, a microwave. There's just not enough room if it's sub 250. So we need 250 square feet. Most of your standard hotel rooms are about that size, give or take. Anything bigger is a home run. 350 to 400 square feet is just, we love that size. That just fits perfectly for what we do. And then room types we're looking for, obviously we would love something that's got a kitchenette in place, whether it's an older asset that, I talked to a gentleman last week that had an old extended stay, like 1988 build, or excuse me, 1978 build. And it was some extended, I don't know if it was Extended Stay America, but it was more of one of an extended brand. And so it would fit perfect for what we did. So we would prefer that. It's not a deal killer if it's not. Obviously the price has to be right for us to be able to add that. And then amenities, we really like to find assets that have some amenities: pool, laundry facilities, a workout facility, maybe some open space for people to congregate and meet, maybe some meeting space. So those are some of the things we look for, but we are flexible with that. And if but ideally, especially if it's Sunbelt states, we'd like to have some of those amenities. Story, height. So we're flexible as far as building height and stuff. I mean, I looked at a property probably about a month ago in Phoenix. I'm actually located in the Phoenix metro area. Looked at a property that was 4 stories. And just looking at that was about our max. Like, I couldn't see us literally tackling anything that was bigger than that. And then we really like to work with the independent hoteliers. And that's just because the cost of liquidated damages is high. I was looking at a project this morning, and they only had 2 years left on their franchise agreement. And even with only 2 years left, the liquidated damages were north of $200,000 on something that's got like a $5 to $6 million purchase range. It's a pretty big chunk of change to pay, and so it's something that we'll have to navigate. And that's what the franchise with just a couple years left on the agreement. So that's why we like to work with independent hoteliers. Not that we're not willing to work with the brand names, but there is some navigation with the liquidated damages to get through in order to make that happen. Market attraction. So these are some indicators that we look for. So, if you're a broker, if you're an agent, if you're an owner, if you're maybe even a wholesaler, just some target markers that we look for when it comes to an asset. And that's, these items being 1 to 3 miles. And that just shows population, shows the ability to, have growth in an area, sustainability in an area. And so this is what we look for. So hospitals, college or university, shopping, retail, medical plaza, industrial and business complexes, and then public transportation. That's something a lot of people don't think about, but with this type of housing, you have a section of them that they don't have transportation. They rely on some sort of public transportation, mostly buses, especially in the Sunbelt states. Most don't have like subways and things of that nature, L trains, that sort of thing. So it's mainly buses. So there'd be ability to be able to do that, have access to that. And then major retailers, Costco, Target, Walmart, if they're in the area, we know that they do a very large amount of due diligence as far as traffic, as far as population goes. And so we kind of ride their coattails as far as location goes. Current occupancy, we're flexible. We know that more than likely we're not going to be a buyer for a high money-making hospitality asset. Like if it's making really good money, a lot of times they don't sell, number one. Number two, they do sell, it's not going to be someone like us who are looking for add value opportunities. So though we do take a look at what it's doing, it's not the ultimate factor for a purchase decision. And then acquisition terms. So we prefer seller finance or a creative acquisition, whether it's a wrap, take over payments, different scenarios where we could take to do a creative acquisition. Number one, it's faster. Number two, there's really no red tape if the seller's willing to work with us. And we can create a win-win scenario. We have a lot more flexibilities. Not that we wouldn't do bank financing. We can. We were looking at different assets in the last couple of weeks that maybe an SBA or different types of funding apparatuses for an acquisition. So always looking. So if you've got deals, if you're looking to sell a deal, if you know a tired owner somewhere that's looking to sell a deal, please let me know. There's my cell phone on the top. Email info@motelsapartments.com. We'll look at it. We'll try to give you some feedback. Just know not every deal is a fit for us, but this might give you kind of a runway of what we're looking for and what might be a fit for us. And so feel free to reach out, and then just when in doubt, if you think it's a deal or an opportunity, just go ahead and send it. We'll take a look at it and see if it might be a fit for what we do. So hope everyone's having a good day. If you're in South Florida, if you're in Florida, stay safe out there. Get to high ground, avoid the hurricane. I've got some hospitality people I've talked to that are kind of worried. So, but good talking to you all, and we'll talk soon. Have a great week.
Welcome to your new home.